Und damit ein herzliches Willkommen zu einem weiteren Let's Play Fake Order. Ich bin jetzt am Simmerfix. Beim letzten Mal haben wir uns auf den Weg nach Gloucester gemacht, nachdem wir unseren guten Red Hair, Lubu, Fairy, was auch immer hier bezwungen haben und er nun ein treues Ross, Lubu oder was auch immer ist. Haben wir eine interessante Cutscene gesehen, wo wir niemand anderen als die hier Fairy Queen Avalon le Fae getroffen haben, die hier eine Runde hatte mit ihren Gefolgsmännern, von denen wir ja schon einiges gehört haben. Natürlich die Tamlins, nicht Fairynets, Gawain und Boba. Und die Werte Boba oder Boba Sif oder Gawain, nee, Tristan, Verzeihung, Tristan. Bis jetzt heißt sie, glaube ich, nur Tristan. Ist ja eine ziemliche Sadistin, was jetzt im Endeffekt mir nicht so ganz schmeckt. Aber nun gut, liebe Leute, ich denke, wir werden bald auf sie stoßen, denn sie will ja Jagd hier auf unser Caster teurer machen. Denn es kann nur eine geben, die die Macht hier von morgen besitzt, die auch unser guter Artoria schwingt. Und nun schauen wir uns mal um, liebe Leute, denn wir haben ja einiges zu tun. Diese Glocken läuten und Mesh finden und Beryl sadistisch umbringen, dass er für immer leidet. Look, Maxie, you can see the city off in the distance now. It might have taken us a whole day, but we're almost to Gloucester. Yep, and now that we're here, we shouldn't have to worry about the Queen soldiers coming after us for a while. Gloucester belongs to Murian, native to Winkland, and fighting is against the law here. She doesn't pick fights with any of the other clans, and she's not completely on the Morgan thumb either. As far as Murian is concerned, this is an autonomous region that just happened to have diplomatic relationships with Fairy Britain. That's how she tells it anyway. Is that why Morgan's army won't attack here? Morgan only has limited power in Gloucester. As for why that is, well, you can tell something's different here, right, Da Vinci? Say, with the mana density. I'm glad you brought it up. I was just going to ask about it. There's nothing wrong with my gadgets, but the ones powered by magic energy are refusing to work. Is it because of this area unique mystic trait? Because the rules of the world itself are different here? Exactly. As to why, well, that gets into the nature of fairy themselves. And not just here in Fairy Britain, this applies to proper human history as well. Like how there are several different kinds of fairies. Some are former gods fallen from grace, others are accumulations of human and animal animosities, and bits and pieces of their souls. And essentially thoughts and feelings with nowhere else to go, wrapped up in a shell made from human rumors. These sorts of fairies only exist there because human society exists, and strictly speaking, they are not pure fairies. Pure fairies are those that form within the planet or the planet in the sea, and whose existence is in a one-way contingent on human civilization. In the Magecraft world, fairies born within the planets in the sea are known as Great Fathers and Great Mothers. You can think of them as divided spirit of Earth's soul. Yes, that's close enough. In scope, they are comparable to the personified nature gods, but unlike gods, they don't impose any rules on humans. Great Fathers and Mothers are pure supernatural beings. In this Lostbelt, fairies of that rank who appear on Earth's surface, either through some sort of mistake or on a mission from the planet itself, are known as A-Ray. In proper human history, the fairy who lent King Arthur's sacred sword was a Great Mother. And I'm guessing proper human history's Morgan also inherited the Great Mother's authority. Though of course Morgan's father was also a King Uther, the ancient king of Britain, so I suppose that would make her a human-fairy hybrid. King Arthur, on the other hand, is a human-dragon hybrid. They may seem similar on the surface, but deep down they couldn't be more different. Oh, how so? The fact that the one ultimately decided to defend humanity and the other, mystics. King Arthur chose a Britain where humans could thrive, and Morgan chose a Britain where mystics could thrive. As for which one chose correctly, well, your own proper human history bears that out. If mystics had continued to rule Britain, it would have resulted in it being excised from all of human history. And I digress. Getting back on track, Arya equivalent to a Great Mother, but possesses a will of their own. They have a unique ability to remake the world around them according to their inner truth, or rather, their essence. This phenomenon is called a Fae domain. It's a grand mystic that only very powerful fairies possess. Grand Mystics, das hört sich unschön an, aber ich bin mir sicher, wir werden darauf noch stoßen. And are A-regenerate descendant or terminus, if you prefer, simply by existing. These descendants are called forest children and stone children, and they are the majority of fairies in Fairy Britain. The descendant may have only a tiny fraction of A-race power, but it doesn't change the fact that they are descendants. And some of these descendants have an A-ray blood in them than others. Mirren, the head of the Wing clan and the Lord of Gloucester, is one of them. All that is to say that Gloucester has a Fae domain that can be quite a pain in the neck. A domain that takes Mirren's temperament and mischievous nature and turns it into a law that denies strength itself. A law that denies strength itself, so the weak become strong and vice versa. It did behave like that for a time, but now it's a little different. These days, nobody is allowed to bring strength achieved through training into Gloucester. All who enter, even Morgan herself, are left with no more than the strength they were born with. Heißt es, du bist so stark wie ein Baby, wenn du reingehst. Oh Leute, das wären coole Kämpfe, ich sehe schon kommen. Heißt es, wir gehen rein und im Endeffekt ist alles wurscht. So, it's a city where everyone goes back to being level 1, but... okay Leute, wir wissen, welche Kämpfe uns erwarten, Level 1 Fights. Yep, the ones who most matter about making rules are also always the ones with a way around them. So it's probably safe to assume that Mirren is the only one in the city who doesn't have to play by their rules. And if that's true, it also means her world is law here, so keep that in mind. Also, don't mess with Mirren. It sounds like this A-ray term is unique to this Lostbelt. In our world, there'll probably be close to elementals or tree ancestors. So, are there any other fairies that have inherited this A-ray's powers? Maybe the other clan heads? Like, does Aurora have a Fae domain too? No, she doesn't. Most fairies with that kind of power end up being excluded from their clans. Sometimes they are outright ostracized, other times they are unable to control their own laws and end up falling apart. Yep, of the 6 clanheads, the only one who can impose their Fae domain on the other are Murian and Reba. Most of the other domain holders fall apart and become ghosts wandering the countryside. They're called Nikos, and depending how you look at them, they can be even scarier than the Tamlin. Auf die werden wir definitiv auch noch stoßen. Okay everyone, we're almost too Gloucester. I know this is a surprise, but I'm actually a member of the Fang clan, so I'd rather not go inside if I can help it. I'll be camping out here while you do your business, so just call for me when you're ready to leave. And just so there's no misunderstanding, let me be perfectly clear. The spot I look, I'm not a wind fairy, I'm a Fang fairy. I'm sure you must be shocked, but it's true. Was? Nein! Achso, das ist der große Twist, von dem sie in Lostbelt 6 immer gesprochen haben. Oh yeah, I had no idea. Einfach zustimmen, Max. Nichts sagen, nicht das Pferd aufregen, sonst verlangt er wieder Möhren. Okay, let's split up. I'll go with Da Vinci and Maxi go with Adria. The auction will be held at night, so kill the time however you like. Anything goes in Gloucester, say you find a lot more fairies living up there. You still have that money you earned in Southbury, right? Well, you can use it here too, so don't be afraid to cut loose. Don't worry, just think of it as a date, and it'll be nighttime in no time. So, how about you, Da Vinci? Is there anywhere you'd like to go? We could go to a cafe, but personally I recommend the Wrapped Absurdity. It's so dazzling, it'll make you want to throw up. Oh, 4. He's already headed there. Why did he even ask in the first place? Anyway, I know this is short notice, guys, but are you alright with this? You are? Okay, I'll play along then. Wait up, Overrun! Are there any museums around here? With so many fairies in this Lostbelt, there has to be at least one painter. Okay, sind wir auf uns alleine wieder gestellt. Well, for the time being, shall we get going? Es freut mich wieder, dein Sklave zu sein. For the time being? I'm sorry. This is all happening so suddenly. But I'm catching up. Well, you've already come this fast. No sense holding back now, I guess. Now that we're in Gloucester, we may as well enjoy it. Come on, I'll show you around. Mir gefällt es immer, wenn sie so unter Druck steht und dann nicht weiß, was sie sagen soll. Und dann immer dieser Gesichtsausdruck so. Wow, so, this is Gloucester. It's very strange, isn't it? I felt the same way the first time I came here too. Fairy things look big. Closed things look tiny. Sometimes there's a pink rain, sometimes the main street is covered in rainbows. Sometimes boy becomes girl and girls become boys. Huh? Basically, it's a whirlwind of constant change. The last time I came here, I got 0 out of 10 in a princess pageant. A girl wearing a scarf made of insect thread made me take off all my clothes and... Alter, stop. Your clothes? Why? In was für ein Ding bist du da reingegangen? She is they were so ugly, I better go off without them. I wonder what that girl up to now. I sure hope she's not doing too well. I have to get her back if I ever see her again. Oh, I haven't seen you two around before. Are you here for tonight's auction? Huh? I never would have thought to have my humans stand out more than me. You know, possessioning that make people envious are all in the raging Gloucester right now. Is it why you made yourself so look so plain? So you could dress up for your human instead? It's brilliant. I have to try it myself. Ist wieder so ein Ding. Sie weiß nicht, was sie sagen soll. Innere Wut. Das ist echt so geil, Mann. Leute, ich dachte immer, für die ist einfach so ihr gut gelauntes Gesicht, wenn sie so schaut. Aber es ist immer so, innerlich dreht sich bei ihr alles. She's making that face again. Speaking of the auction, could you tell us more about it? You mean about the merchandise being put up? The fairy with the iron weapon? Well, apparently they are a bad fairy from another world who rebelled against the High Queen. Ooh! I'll have to attend the auction too, especially since there should be no problem keeping a criminal as a slave. But since you need the invitation for this one, I decided to give up and just enjoy the night on the town. Könnte das Mesh sein? I'm sorry. I know I should have been the one to ask, but I just kind of froze. That's okay. Now, what do we know about the invitation? Well, we won't be able to get one on our own. They're only sent out to upper-class fairies. I don't like it, but it looks like our only option is sneaking into the auction hall. But don't worry. There's no one better at stealth magecraft than me. Das hat sie auch über Lockpicking gesagt. Just wait. This time, I'm gonna show you what I really can do. What's this deja vu I'm feeling? Help! Is anyone there? My pet mice just escaped from their cage. I promise I'll make it worth you while if you catch them. Just please help me. Huh? It looks like there's a bunch of tiny creatures running toward us. What do you think we should do, Maxie? Let's catch them. Alright, he's still getting his bearings here, isn't he? Oh well, nothing to be done now. Sorry, just kidding out loud. Think out loud. Okay, let's get this battle started. I'm pretty sure you're going to regret this, but at least it'll be a good lesson. Hä? Ja, das mit dem Level 1, gell? Er hat's ja gesagt, liebe Leute. Okay, wir verlieren alle unser Game. Oh nein, Leute, bitte keine Challenge, bitte keine Handkämpfe, Closest. Ich sehe sehr schwarz für uns, Leute. Ich sehe echt sehr schwarz. Eigentlich bräuchte ich eine Skady. In this quest, someone are forced to non-Mürrie! Wow, ich bräuchte hier eine Skady. Gibt es Skadies? Es gibt Skadies. Naja, schauen wir mal, wie das so läuft. Okay, hilft ja nix. Es sieht so schön aus. Hier ist Level 100, Level 80, Level 90. Das heißt gleich alle Level 1. Übrigens, Leute, einfach nur so ein random Ding. Ich war ja vor einigen Jahren in England und da bin ich Richtung Stonehenge gefahren und ich habe da irgendwie letztens so mal leise durchgeschaut und da bin ich durch Salisbury gefahren. Also, liebe Leute, jetzt wisst ihr, wie so Grand Order und Salisbury spielt. Nur wegen meinem random Trip, okay. Ja! Willst du mich verarschen? Was? Die Monstermäuse auch sehen. Was für ein Käfig hatte der den denn? Das wäre ich gerne, Mann. Ah, Level 1, sehr schön. Schade, das geht. Ja, okay, schauen wir mal, ob es klappt. Ich wäre gerade auf, ich hätte ja die MP-Batterie vielleicht noch leveln müssen. Dann hätte es mit dem Loop mehr geklappt. So, jetzt schauen wir mal. MP1 Kyugen. Aber MP5, das MP5 nimmt mir keiner weg. Black Rail, Baby. Ah, viel zu wenig refunded. Aber 70 Sterne. Alter! Der Black Rail tut gerade sehr weh. Ah, so viele Mäuse. So, warte mal. Den stunnen wir. Den killen wir. Hoffe ich. Damn you. Oh, das Doppel-Evade hat uns hier gerade sehr den Allerwertesten gerettet, sind wir Kichi hier gestorben. Das ist echt nice. Blöde, keine Kämpfe mehr, Klaus ist da. Hey Leute, man, Black Rail ist schon coole C, aber ey, wenn man nur 2000 Leben hat und die Drachen waren so groß, ihr habt es gesehen, dann muss das Spiel gleich ein bisschen länger. Aber 4000 Damage für Level 1? Ich würde sagen, nicht schlecht. Und jetzt hat das Skill-Ziel mal getriggert, aber das ist mir wurscht, liebe Leute. Ach, jetzt sehe ich auch, seht ihr das? Wir sind so mega klein. Jetzt weiß ich das, was hier unser guter Castoria gemeint hat. Es wirkt doch alles so, als wären wir so winzig. Those were mice? Big things seem small and small things seem big. That's just what happens in Gloucester sometimes. Now do you understand? Thanks, weirdos. I have too much time on your hands. Here you go. A generous coupon. Now if you excuse me, I'm gonna go make a bundle with my mice here. Later! A coupon, huh? Let's see. Naka Company Surprise and Security. Oh wow! It's for CNC, do you know it? Spring and Capsules, I mean. Oh, Spring? Ah, den haben wir auch beim letzten Mal getroffen. It's very Britain's very first department store. Grandpa told me about it. These are great. And look, according to the map, it's not far from here. Come on, Maxie. Let's go check it out. Shopping, shopping. Look like it's already gone out of business. They're already building another store in its place too. It looks like it's just called Count. I've never heard of that one before. But I can see they've got shoes, bags, hats, dresses. Oh wow, everything on display looks amazing. They're trim and shiny and elegant, well at once. I bet they'd be so much fun to wear. Oh, I want them, but then again, they'd probably be wasted on me. They're designed to lean a little feminine, but I'm guessing they're probably gender neutral. And wow, what are those strange clothes? The signs say kimono. I've never heard of them, but I think it look good on you, Maxie. Huh? Not bad. You've got a pretty decent eye. But would you mind keeping it down a bit? I'm trying to stay cognito, so I want to attract too much attention. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm from a very small town, so... I see. So what? You wanted to see the big city before a calamity shows up and kills you or something? You're lucky. You're not one of those cheeky Gloucester fairies. You're so lucky your ankles aren't to my taste. Be grateful your boots are so frumpy. They are. I guess they are. Still, they are practical. An art cookie could go on town with them and I wouldn't feel anything. You actually have to worry about googie bites? You must come from a real hick town. I mean, you've got the looks of a pretty upper-class wind fairy, but you're stuck doing your own farming. Man, it must be rougher out in the sticks with so few human slaves to do the heavy lifting. This is weird, really weird. Don't you think this conversation is weird? Oh crap, she obviously suspects something. No, I don't think so. It's just in Mexico, I used to dealing with city fairies, so not used to them, huh? I see. So that's why you're not scared of me. It feels like there's more to it than that, though. That's strange. How come I'm not pissed off? I usually hate every fairy I meet. Oh well, I guess that's just how some days go. Plus, there's the auction coming up. Oh, are you interested in the auction? Do you actually have an invitation? Well, we actually came here for the auction, but we didn't, and now we need an invitation to get in. I see, an invitation, huh? And I have an extra one. But I'd sooner feed it to a goat and give it to you. That's it! Finally an expression that suits you. It's about time you learned your place, you upticky hick. Trust me, a girl like you is at least 100 years too young for the auction house. Come back when you're at least a little more grown up. Oh wait, that's right. Low-class fairies like you don't even live for 100 years, do you? Guess you have just to make most of your life in the dirt with the cookies while it lasts then. Eine sehr nette Person. She was quite a fairy, wasn't she? Yes, she was. I wonder if said something that offended her. Ich glaube, es gibt nichts, was wir sagen könnten, was sie nicht triggert. So, das ist übrigens eine ganz nette Sache. Das sind nämlich aktuell die Kampagne, die aktuell läuft, wo man Quartz immer hält wieder, wenn man einen Hauptstory-Quest erfüllt hat. Und die ist schon wieder verbuggt, so wie auch beim letzten Mal. Was lustig ist, weil irgendwie kriegen die das nie hin. Aber das Nette ist, da ich jetzt hier noch Hauptaufgaben machen kann, kriege ich automatisch meine Belohnung. So, eigentlich habe ich das gespeichert. Dachte ich. So, passt. Sind wir schon wieder zurück. Und dann würde ich mal sagen, starten wir noch mit dem Auction. Wer ist jetzt diese... Oh, Archer, Leute. Wir wissen genau, wer unser Feind ist. Aber ich weiß immer noch nicht, wer soll jetzt diese Fee sein? Eine Fee aus einer anderen Welt, die gefangen genommen worden ist. Keine Ahnung. Aber vielleicht ein möglicher Verbündeter. Invitation. Of course I have already got one. What's about it? Das war so klar. Guess you just have to unveil your grand magecraft another time, Alter. Das ist der Blick. Unfortunately, we weren't able to procure any formal dress, but since Oberon is dazzling, I think we should be able to get in as part of our entourage. Of course, Muran's something of a friend of mine. Well, we'll have some of the best seats in the house. So now, getting it won't be a problem. The problem is what happens once the auction starts. The bidding on Master won't start until the very end, at which point I'll be able to offer up to 70 million more pounds. It's all counterfeit, of course, but it should be as long as no one works it out tonight. The real problem is whether it'll be enough to outbid any other prospective buyers without tasters. Usually 70 million more funds would be more than enough, but given the product, things are probably going to get ugly. If things get bad enough, I could have to put up my whole Welsh forest as a collateral. 70 million more pounds? That's enough to buy a mansion and a butler to take care of it. And you're worried it still might not be enough? Just what are you saying about this product anyway? Alright, I'll tell you, but try to contain your surprise. They're saying the fairy is supposedly a traveler from another world with an iron weapon. And the new child of prophecy. Hä? Ja gut, also Mesh, ja genau. Oh, Semiramis. Oh, Miller. Oh, Koyan Sky und Schalter. Das war links war Koyan Sky. Good evening, ladies and gentle fairies. Welcome to Gloucester's Action House. Why put off until tomorrow what you can have today? Who cares about Clamp Writer when you can boost your own brand? We know what you want, which is why we are once again proud to present a wide array of items sure to pique your interest. Have you taken a look at our catalog? Have you found any items that speak to you? Wonderful. I can see you're enthralled by our selection. Then let's get right into it, shall we? We hope you enjoy this latest Lady Miriam production. It's starting, I see. So you say a bit yourself, huh? In auctions, the buyer quietly holds up a sign and an agent then bites for them. But it looks like agents aren't allowed for this action, so we have to shut our bits ourselves. I'm nervous about something, Oberon. Did you see the third item for the auction? It's one of Shakespeare's unpublished manuscripts. Maybe it's the flotsam that drifted here from proper human history. Man, now I'm really curious. Maybe I just waste just a little money bidding on it. No, what am I saying? I have to bid on it. Oh no, you don't. You're here only for one thing, the Child of Prophecy. Besides, if you bid for something now, they'll notice your cash is counterfeit by the time they get here. Just do your best to resist until... if you want an original work from a famous artist that badly, I'll make you something myself. Aber du bist halt nicht gut genug für die Wünsche von Oberon. Because I thought that would be a gotch. Now, you're saying it's okay? Okay, Da Vinci, I'm gonna hold off. Just let me know when you need me to post for my portrait. You're really enjoying this, aren't you? Overall ist schon sehr schön smart. Das gefällt mir. I can see this place is nothing new for Oberon. I feel a lot better about this, knowing that. Okay, I'm just going to sit quietly until our action comes up. Besides, I don't want to stand out too much anyway. And now, it's time to introduce our last item of the day. I'm sure you've all heard the rumors. This is the treacherous rebel who posed a threat to our High Queen. The child of our beloved Ansteel promised would save Britain. This brave child attacked Camelot with an iron weapon none had ever seen before, crawled out the great pit, and even made a miraculous return from the nameless woods. Is the prophecy real? Is this child our savior? It's time for all of you to see yourselves. I give you our final lot number, the Child of Prophecy. Mal see. Was? Was macht der Dude da? Muramasa? What the hell? Wieso er? Wieso er? Hä? Was? Grandpa? Er ist doch ein Disciple des Foreign Gods. Wieso wird er jetzt hier festgehalten? Well, excuse the hell out of me for being old. Wait, hang on. Who was that? Say that to my face, why don't you? Easy there, ladies and gentlemen, please, let's all take it easy. This man's editor may be as full as his mouth, but his magic energy is truly impressive. What's more, he's a gifted craftsman capable of forging wares that put all the blacksmith of Norwich to shame. And since the Child of Prophecy was supposedly apprenticed to a superb artisan, even Lady Murian agrees that there's 30% chance that this man is the Child of Prophecy. Shut up. How many times I gotta tell you? I ain't the goddamn Child of Prophecy. Murmurs of Prophecy. Ich bleibe bei mit Maser. 30% nur gut. I'm Sensi Mutter Maser, the lone servant. Now let me out of this cage, damn it. What the hell? Okay, Leute, wir müssen jetzt hier leider einen kleinen Cut machen. Beim nächsten Mal geht's dann hier weiter. Und dann, liebe Leute, schauen wir mal, ob wir dieses 30% mit 30%iger Wahrscheinlichkeit Kind der Prophezeiung befreien können. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Auf Wiedersehen.